Joined by South Carolina head coach Don Staley, along with student athletes Doniyah, Cliney, and Asia Wilson. This will be the fourth consecutive championship game appearance for South Carolina and the second time two teams have met 3 consecutive years for the SEC Tournament Championship. Auburn and Tennessee met each year from 1988 to 1990. Coach Staley, your opening thoughts on today's win over Georgia?
I thought we played a really good game against a really good team in Georgia. Coming into the game, we knew it would be a very physical, fast-paced game with a lot of defense, and I think it proved to be. We both stayed in character when it came to that. So really proud to be able to advance and play in the SEC Tournament Championship game again.
Take questions for the student athletes. Start here on the front row.
Asia, have you met Sheila Foster during this year or any of your career? I think you passed her for the record, the scoring record, and I just wondered if you'd ever talked to her about that.
No, I have not. Wow. No, I haven't. I would love to talk to her, but no. No.
She comes behind our bench. Oh,
Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay. I had to get my people straight. But yes, I have talked to her.
Go here.
Doniyah, obviously you were feeling it, especially from long range tonight. What were you feeling out there, and how much confidence did that 3 yesterday give you coming into tonight's game?
It gave me a lot of confidence. It started in shoot-around. I knew I had to come out with a better mindset. I had to let go of yesterday's game and move on, so that kind of helped me a lot.
Let's go to Michelle on the third row first. Okay. All right, go ahead on the front row.
If both of you could answer, facing Mississippi State again, the regular season game, you were up 5 going into the fourth quarter. What happened in that first stretch, and how do you plan to address that going into this game tomorrow?
I don't really know. I think we just kind of lost focus, and they had a great crowd there, and that was kind of gave them that But I think with us, we're just going to continue to do us and stay within our system and stay within our roles. There's nothing much more we can do. Scout, I mean, we've seen each other so many times at this point. We know each other like the back of our hands. So at this point, we just have to stay within our roles and trust our coaching staff and trust each other and have confidence.
All right. Michelle.
Asia, I know right now the record probably isn't something you're dwelling on because you're in the middle of a tournament, but it does mean a lot, I think, to be the all-time leading scorer. Can you maybe sort of put it in perspective when you think about it at some point what that'll mean to you?
I mean, it's a blessing. It really is to kind of be the homegrown child that came in and just kind of, and now she's the leading scorer. I mean, it is a blessing and an honor to have that. But, I mean, I give it all to my teammates. I wouldn't have been able to do what I do without them. So really, I give it all to them. They helped me out a ton off and on the court. So that goes to them, honestly.
Right here.
Asia, obviously you had your game tonight, but Doniyah and Makia tonight with the points. What was it from the supporting cast, and how good was it to have them do what they did tonight?
I mean, it's great. It's great. A lot of people are going to try to put pressure on our post, and for just to have other people step up in different categories in the way that they do is always a great thing. It really completes our team. So really shout out to them. Keep doing it. Hey, the best is yet to come.
Doniyah, the team had another kind of a rough night with turnovers. I think 18. That's a lot in the last 4 games. Is that the defenses you've been facing the past 4 games that why the guards have struggled to hold on the ball?
I honestly just think like sometimes we try to move too fast and just dribble too much and just mishandle it. It's just it happens. So we're trying to avoid to cut it down, but we're going to do better.
Third row.
Asia, forgive me, another big picture question, but when you were a freshman, you guys talked a lot about doing things for the first time. Mm-hmm. And now you guys are on the brink of maybe doing something for the first time, which is winning 4 ACC or SEC titles in a row. Sorry, Don, I was thinking a little ACC there. But what would that mean to you? Because even Tennessee, that's something they hadn't even been able to achieve. They won 3 in a row twice.
Yeah, I mean, it's special. It would mean the world to me, honestly, just to put something else in the history book here. I mean, we've been breaking records for a while now. Coach has turned this program around. And, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I came here is to kind of be in the history book. So to have that on the line for us, I think it's a great thing. And I think we're going to take care of business in the best way that we can and stick within our system.
Take a final question for the student athletes.
Question for Asia. I mean, what was kind of the key for you offensively tonight against Georgia's defense?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, every game I'm just going to try to take what the defense gives me. I knew they have versatile posts, so that's kind of different from the posts that I've seen this far. So I just had to take what the defense gives me, and my teammates hit me in the right position to get up shots.
All right, ladies, thank you very much. We'll dismiss you back to the locker room for the remaining of the open locker room period.
Okay.
And we'll take questions for Coach Staley. We'll start right here.
Don, same thing with the turnovers. As a former point guard, what are you seeing out there, and how anxious are you that MSU will try to pressure you guys?
It's something that we're discussing. But we can't coach every pass. We can't coach every turnover. I think sometimes we're playing a different lineup. We're playing some bigs, in positions that they haven't played because we just don't have, enough guards. So we're putting people in positions where they're not, totally familiar, and sometimes that leads to some turnovers. But I think we're playing too fast. We're playing faster than our skill set, and when that gets out of whack, it usually leads to turnovers. I like the fact that we're rebounding the ball though. So we're, our turnovers are up and our rebounding is up as well. We just can't afford to, especially a team like Mississippi State coming up, to give them 18 and 27 extra possessions.
Right here.
Dawn, on a night where Alexis and Ty are both held in single digits, how important was it that Kiki and Doniyah gave you the performances they did, and what was working for them?
We're a team that anybody can really step up and perform night in and night out. A lot of our players are playing with a lot of confidence. And, although Alexis and Ty didn't have it as far as getting into double figures, there are things that they're doing, contributing in a way that will allow Kiki to have the type of game that she's having, Asia to have the game that she's having, and, obviously Doniyah to have the game that she had. If we can get everybody clicking on all cylinders, we're a hard team to guard, But if we're not, there are other things that we're contributing to our success.
Michelle.
Dawn, now you guys in Mississippi State, this is, you played two SEC titles, a national title last year, now another SEC title. Can you just talk about these two programs and how they've elevated not just in the SEC but nationally?
Vic and I think we're just, coaches who, probably do it the old school way. It's not popular, and it's unfamiliar to, the way some of these young people are taught and coached. For the people that do it our way, I think Vic and I have programs that, that win. That has some, that would sustain winning, which is really hard. But I'm glad we get a chance to try to outfox each other one more time. And I'd be remiss if I didn't say I wanted to end the same way it ended last year, all the way through.
Front row and then on the left side.
Dawn, teams have been leaving Doniyah kind of open and letting her shoot from the outside all season. Was there a talk that you had with her, or was there a turning point of, you telling her you got to shoot that ball for our offense to stay in rhythm?
I told our perimeter players to just turn the page. They had one field goal out of, 13 or 14 attempts yesterday, and they're taking good shots. So as long as they're taking good shots, they gotta take them. I told them to, have confidence in themselves because, no one on our coaching staff has ever told them not to shoot the ball. If we're telling them not to shoot the ball, then they should have some confidence issues. But we haven't done that, so they shouldn't have. Should knock down shots that are in the flow of our offense, and once they do that, it gives us a really good shot at going in as well as rebounding the ball.
Right here.
Coach, sort of a two-part question. I mean, what was kind of the key tonight to holding Georgia to 29% from the field? And then also, in your opinion, after seeing Georgia twice, what are your thoughts on what are your thoughts on Georgia as they sort of head into the NCAA tournament here?
Well, we knew coming into the game, Georgia, is notorious for defending and holding teams to low percentages and low points. We want to just make sure we get out and take advantage of transition, so it won't put so much pressure on our half-court offenses. And I thought we did that. We did that through rebounding the ball and pushing. We did that through just trying to make sure that we stayed, we stayed in front of our player and not allow them to force us to help. So we'll have some imbalance in our defense. And I thought we did that well. And then we got the ball inside. Something that we really, wanted to make an impact on this game is getting the ball inside and scoring in the paint. As far as Georgia, I think they can make a long tournament run, because they defend. If you can defend in a tournament, they got to find a way to score a little bit more in order for them to continue to have the success. That's probably the only thing that holds them back from, really going through our league and making a long run in the tournament. You got to be able to score because, most teams that you face are going to be truly talented, and hard work, doesn't get you anywhere. It just gets you, sent back home. So you got to be able to balance that talent and also defending.
Final question right here.
Don, you've had a lot of issues that your team and yourself have had to kind of work through this year. Situation that maybe it helps you be stronger now as you're in March with games that really matter?
I mean, anytime that we can get out there and play and play, people at different positions going into the tournament where, if one of our guards gets into foul trouble, the person or, anybody that we replace them with is familiar, out there playing in a position that they haven't played all year long, and we're afforded that opportunity in March. So, hopefully it'll help us, as we continue to, go down this path of postseason play.
All right, Coach, thank you very much.
Thank you.